guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be filming a video of my Colorado travel album, which is actually two albums because you know me, I like tons of photos and embellishments, so I couldn't fit everything into one. This was a large trip to Colorado. We were gone for a month, so there was lots of stuff to document. So this is what the spines look like. If you can see that. I have a key that we got from the Stanley Hotel when we were there, so I wanted to include that as a little embellishment on the spine. So let's go ahead and get started. We'll go with the first album, and this is using the Ali Edwards travel collection from 2021. So this was the album, and I just ended up getting two of them so that they would match. And then on the inside cover here, I have a Colorado sticker and then just a geotag. The front I made out of just acetate paper, and this is from Studio Calico, Colorado. It's a digital stamp that I cut out on my silhouette. And then these are using the Ali Edwards circles, acetate circles. You'll see a lot of those in here. So I tried to go with like a circle theme for this album. So you'll see lots of circles repeated throughout. This is from a Colorado sticker that I got. Then on the inside cover here, I have Welcome to Colorful Colorado, just a little wood sticker, and the date, the year that we were there, all the places that we went to, and then the dates that we were there. And then these numbers coordinate with the map over here with the geotags for the different places that we went. And then for each section, I divided it into sections based on location, because we rented a house, like a little ski condo. We rented that for a month, and we used that as our home base, and then we traveled to different places during the weekends. We worked from there during the week, so each section is just the location that we went to. So the first section, we stayed in Durango, Colorado. It took 2 days to drive there. So our first night we stayed in Durango. So I had a sticker. So each place that we went, I ended up having a round sticker. So that was kind of my inspiration, along with those little acetate stickers that from Ali's collection. So that was my inspiration for doing the circles. So I created, I put on vellum, the sticker on vellum, and then laminated that, and that was my section divider. And then I used the masking tape from Ali Edwards with the travel words on there. Hopefully I'm in frame. Okay, good. Then behind each section I have a circle. This is using the digital circles from Ali Edwards, so I use those same circles. I got the digital file, and then I just printed out on sticker paper excuse me, and stamped the dates that we were in that location with a little geotag. I used the acetate travel phrases, which I love those, so I use those on a large photo for each section, and just a sticker. And then behind there, for each section, I created a pocket. So I just sewed a pocket and then glued it onto the back of the cover photo for that section. And then inside I have journaling. So I have the digital journaling cards from Ali Edwards 2021 travel collection. So I printed those out on these manila tags and did my journaling that way. So there's not going to be journaling in each section. It'll just be in the front here on a tag. And then I just put any other ephemera that I wanted to include that I didn't put in my album. So like I have a map of Durango, and then we also went to Canyon de Chile, or Chile, however you say that. And then I just put some extra stickers that I had here. So here you'll see the circle theme. I did this a lot where I would normally have a journaling card. I just created one of these cards and then added some of the circles on there. This was just us going, stopped by for Dunkin' Donuts on our way out. And then this is Canyon de Chile. So there's a couple of different caves that we saw. I can't remember. There's one that's Mammoth Cave and one that's Massacre Cave, and I'm not sure which one is which. There's a picture of us in front of it, postcard, and then stamps from when we were there, and stickers. And then this was so cool. It was this huge, huge canyon, and we were the only people there. There was no one there. So there's actually Kevin. So you can see the scale of this thing. It was just massive, and it was awesome. We were the only people there at all. And there was this cow in the bottom of the canyon mooing, and it was just echoing throughout the whole canyon. So that was kind of cool. And it was very hazy because of all the California and Oregon wildfires. So it was very hazy on our drive out. Then we made it to Colorado. We stopped at the Colorful Colorado sign and got some pictures. And I just like to take pictures of flowers. So there were some flowers on our road trip. And then these were at our hotel. They had these a lot in Colorado, these hanging baskets of flowers. I thought they were really pretty and wanted to include those. This is the Colorado flag. The C from the flag I just cut out into a circle and then used more of those circles from the Allie Edwards kit. And then we stayed at the General Palmer Hotel. They have a train there. We went and ate dinner at this derailed poorhouse, and they have this cool light up tree in there, so our table was right underneath the tree. And we had coffee out on this deck on the roof in the morning before we left. And then the second day, we drove on the $1 Million Highway into Ouray, Colorado. So that was absolutely beautiful. It was stunning. No pictures do it justice, so it was really amazing. Amazing drive. And then right at the end, before you get into Colorado, there's a waterfall, or right into Ouray, Colorado. There's a waterfall. I think it's Bear Creek Falls or something like that. This is the only section where I did not have a circle sticker, so I just used what I had and did the same masking tape there and the dates that they were there. So this section is Silverthorne, which is where we rented the condo, the ski condo, and we were there for a month. So we were there from August 8th to September 4th. And this is the Dillon Reservoir, and we were driving one day and there was a double rainbow. You can barely see the second one, but it's very pretty. This section, I didn't have anything extra really, so I just had my journaling here. And then I took pictures of the condo, so this is what it looked like on the outside. This was our patio. I sat out there a lot so you can kind of see the lake in the background just a little bit. But we were out there a lot on the patio. And then just some pictures of the inside because I wanted to remember it since we were there for so long. And this is what it looked like on the front. And it had a fireplace, so we had lots of fires there. Again, more time out on the patio. We went to this restaurant called Mint, and you had to cook your own steak. So you went here to the butcher shop, picked out which meat you wanted, and then you grilled it yourself and added all the spices and stuff like that. And then there's the altitude. So we are used to being at 1,000, about 1,200 feet, and then most of the time we were up at 9,000 feet in Silverthorne, and that was a lot of elevation difference for us. It took us a while to get used to and adjust to the altitude. So we saw these Boost oxygen cans that they had in the grocery stores there, so we picked up a couple of those. So it was just interesting to remember those, that we had to use those, and then kind of some information about how you lose oxygen at different elevation levels and how much you lose at each elevation level, and then all the different elevations that we were at on our trip. So we were up to 14,440 feet. While we were there, we had one of his best friends come out, and he lives in Colorado, so he came to visit us for a day and with his wife, and we celebrated her birthday. We hung out on the patio again. And then I got sick. I thought it was COVID because I had a fever and I was sick for a few days, but it ended up being negative, thank goodness. So it was just the flu, but I was out sick for like 3 days. Then we went to Estes Park, Colorado. and we were there from the 13th to the 15th. So this was actually Friday the 13th that we checked in to the Stanley Hotel, which is supposedly a haunted hotel, and it's the inspiration for Stephen King's The Shining. So that was really fun. We had so much fun at this hotel. So I did a lot of journaling about the hotel. I have a couple of extra postcards here. And then I have this plaque 217 because his novel that he wrote, The Shining, takes place in room 217 at the Stanley Hotel. So they had these in the gift shop. This is just a picture that I took of the hotel at night. It was a really pretty hotel. This is a picture of the hotel that I took from the hedge maze. And it was just such a cool hotel. I had to take tons of photos. So there's a lot. There's like the keys. So that's where this key, if you can see it, where this key came from. I got it at the gift shop, so they had ones that looked like that. They actually didn't give you keys like that, but they had them hanging up at the check-in desk. And there was lots of old mirrors and old photos. It's a really old hotel. I don't remember when it was built. I think right around the 1900s. And then they also filmed Stephen King's The Shining miniseries in the hotel, and they also filmed Dumb and Dumber. So there's lots of stuff from the movie that we saw, like this staircase is in there. And they have an old Otis elevator that you could ride in. And there's a Stanley steamer engine in there. And this was a map of the hotel. Kept that. And just some pictures outside the hotel. And I took pictures of the hotel room that we were in. So I like to do that so I remember our hotel keys. And then this is just the little envelope that the keys were in. We were in room 336. And this is from the front of the hotel. This is where our room was. So we had 3 windows, and we had this little circle window. And this was the view out of the circle window, so you could see the hedge maze in the front of the hotel. And then this is a picture of me looking out that window. And then I did a selfie with me and Kevin in one of the old mirrors. I thought was cool. And then I included information about the Stanley Hotel, how it was the inspiration for The Shining. So Stephen King actually stayed at the hotel in room 217, and that's where he got the idea for his book, The Shining. And so it's based on that. And then we went and found room 217. This is from the book. And then we went and looked at all the Dumb and Dumber stuff that was there. So you can see there was Hollywood Films at the Stanley. There's Dumb and Dumber, Stephen King's The Shining. So I just put some Dumb and Dumber stuff. They had lots of autographed signs and things like that around the hotel. I like to take pictures of cool floors. So this was one of the floors in the hotel. Oh, and I forgot to show you what was in this envelope. So this is another postcard of the hotel, the front steps, because that's in the Dumb and Dumber movie. So I got a picture of Kevin on the stairs, and then this is just some screenshots from the movie. They pull up in a Lamborghini, and then they get out and walk up the stairs. So they had like red carpet over the stairs there, but that was it. That was fun. It was so fun to go explore all these places. And that's one of Kevin's favorite movies, so he had fun. And we went and ate at the Cascades restaurant there, and they have this cool like pond, waterfall and pond, and there's a little bridge in front of it, and so we got a photo of ourselves in front of there. This is a view of the back of the hotel, so we had lunch out on this little patio right here. And then here's pictures of us eating. We had a steak dinner, and they have like a fireplace in the middle of the table. This was the menu. So a lot of the menus were online. This was still COVID time, so all the menus were online, and I just printed it out, and then I put a little star by what we ordered. And this is from Dumb and Dumber. So they filmed a really famous scene in the whiskey bar at the hotel, and there's a sign that he looks at, that one of the characters in the movie looks at, and it says, "No way, that's great, we landed on the moon." And they actually had still the sign up there, so Kevin had to get a picture in front of it. But they actually changed it to, they had the Denver Observer, and now they have the New York Times version. So they have remodeled it a little bit since the movie, but I thought that was fun. And then I just copied the article and put that in here. And then, excuse me, this is the whiskey bar. So we went there and had some drinks. Kevin got a whiskey. I got a Diet Pepsi because I wasn't drinking at the time. So just some information about the bar and some pictures there. And then we had to go find the pet cemetery. So they do have a pet cemetery on the property, and there are pets buried there. So this is what it looks like during the day. And then Kevin decided it would be great fun to go back at night and look at it in the dark. So we had to trek out and find it in the dark, which was really scary, but we did. So there's a couple of pictures of it at night. And we did wander around the hotel grounds and things at night. So that was fun. And then we ate at this Brunch & Co. restaurant every morning that we were there, and it was so good. And their menu is so funny because it has all their food is named after either things from The Shining or from Dumb and Dumber. So Kevin got the room 217 breakfast, and it came out with looking all bloody and this knife stuck in the middle of it. And then I got the Rise and Shining, which was just this eggs and bacon breakfast. And yeah, so we went there every day. It was really good food. And we had to go in the hedge maze. So one of the main things from the movie, the Stanley Kubrick's version of the Shining movie, had this hedge maze. And I think the book also has a hedge maze in it. And so originally the Stanley did not have a hedge maze, but they went and added one in after people that are coming out there to, that have read The Shining or seen the movie were expecting a hedge maze. So they finally put one in. So we could see the hedge maze from our hotel window, and then we just had fun playing around in the maze. And then this is a map of the maze, and then it has an S and an H built in for Stanley Hotel. And then the last night we were there, we went and ate at another restaurant on the property called The Post, which is a chicken restaurant. It was really good. And we had a table out on the patio, so we were able to see the sunset. And that's the end of album 1. And let's see. Album 2, I actually had 2 of these stickers, so I put the same sticker in, added another geotag, and then we went to the Rocky Mountains. And we went there August 14th and 15th. So it was at the same time that we were staying at the Stanley Hotel. We would go to Rocky Mountain National Park during the day. This is just a really pretty waterfall that we saw. This is Chasm Falls. And again, on the back, I have journaling, lots of journaling for there. And I have the brochure, I have a map, and I have a couple of extra postcards. Stick my journaling back in the front. Okay, so here is us up on the Trail Ridge Road, and they have these sticks all along the edge of the road, and I'm like, what is that? And so I figured out that it's a guide for when they do the snow plowing in the spring. They have to see where the edge of the road is, and that's how high the snowpack can get there in the winter. So the pictures that I took at Rocky Mountain National Park do not do it justice. It's so vast. You can't even tell. It's amazing, but it just does not look the same in photos. There's a picture of Kevin there. So we went on Old Fall River Road on the second day we were there, and it's a dirt road. We were going to go the first day, so our plan was to drive up Trail Ridge Road and then come back on the dirt road, so that we could see both sides. And we found out once we got to the top that Old Fall River Road is only one direction and it's going up. So we were like, ugh, okay, so we came back down Trail Ridge Road, and then the next day we came back and did Old Fall River Road. So we got to see both the dirt road and the regular road. So this is us on the dirt road, just signs right here, one way. We missed that. First day, I love this spread in the album. I just like the way that it looks. There's just a picture of me and Kevin. So you will see, just to talk about the design of the album a little bit, that I had kind of a formula. So I use these 3x4 and 4x6 pages, and I would either do one of those pages with a full-size photo, or a full-size photo with one of those pages, or I would do a spread of both of them. And if I did a spread, then I would always do like a filler card or, embellishment card in one of the spots. So I didn't always have photos, just all photos. So anyway, you'll see that throughout the album. So anyway, there's a picture of me and Kevin, just some embellishment. There is the Continental Divide in Rocky Mountain National Park, so we were able to go and see the Continental Divide. This is right by there. It's just so pretty, and the air was clean, and it just was really amazing. Loved it there. I accidentally got this shot of two deer. I was just like taking shots as we were driving and happened to get them in there, so that was really cool. A little stream. And then I like to put postcards in and then get the stamps from all the different places. So put that in there. Another park stamp. This is us by the Chasm Falls. And then I put leave the road, take the trails journal card, which was perfect. Then we went to Breckenridge. So this was the following weekend, August 21st. Here's a picture of Kevin. We went on Boreas Pass, I think is how you say it. And this is a picture of him there, journaling, and then a map of Breckenridge. And just a picture of Kevin. We were eating on this waterfront restaurant there. And then this is us on Boreas Pass. So of all the paths you take in life, make sure some of them are dirt, because again, it was a dirt road. So we had his truck, and we found the baker's tank. Then we had to go get crepes, because I'm a huge crepe fan, love crepes, and we waited forever to get these crepes. We waited in line so long, and we had people that were just like right next to us. They would not like give us any distance, so that was really annoying. So thus Kevin's face. He's not happy at all. And then we ended up getting them, and they weren't even good. So that was kind of a travel fail. And then just pictures. We also got caught in the rain, so I ended up like hiding under this. This is a store window, just hiding under this little thing. And then they had the hanging flowers again, which I liked. Then Aspen, Colorado. I was so excited to go to Aspen. We went August 29th. So I thought I wasn't going to be able to go because this was the weekend after I got sick. And I thought I was going to not be able to go because I was still going to be sick, or that I would have COVID. So I was happy when I didn't have COVID and I got feeling better. And so we were able to go. And we went on the ski lift, and that's the main thing that we did in Aspen. And I was terrified the whole time, which you will see, because it's so high up. So my journaling again. So first we stopped by, there's like the main street, and we just stopped by at Starbucks and just sat out on the patio here, and people watched as they went by. Just saw some cool things in town. And then we got our passes to go up on the gondola. There's the entrance of the gondola. And then here's, so I was absolutely terrified. in this gondola because it was swinging. It was like bouncing, not swinging, but it was like bouncing, and then it stopped, and it kind of swinged a little bit when it stopped, and we were so high up, and I was terrified. So Kevin tried to distract me by having me make all these weird, crazy faces and do selfies. So, like, you can see my eyes, I am just terrified. You cannot even see how high up it is. It just doesn't even show it here in this photo, but it was really scary. So it went up to 11,200 feet. So we got up to the top, had to make sure I got a picture of the elevation. And there's a picture of it going back down. This is us up at the top. And then we drove back. They had these one-way roads with these little like temporary lights, which I had never seen before, so I had to add a picture of that. And then I like this photo of Kevin. This is him in the truck, and he's just happy, so I like that. And then we went home. So on our way home, we stayed in Ouray for one night. So we left Silverthorne on September 4th, and we got home on September 5th. This is the little hotel that we stayed in. So they call Ouray the Switzerland of America. And it's beautiful. It has mountains around it on three sides. So it's down in this valley, these huge, tall mountains. It was really pretty. So I have driving, because we're driving home again. A map of Ouray. We ate at this pizza place, which was so good. And another postcard, and we ended up going to the petrified forest on the way home, so I have the brochure from there. So lots of extra things in this day. We stayed here at the Twin Peaks. It was a lodge and hot springs, and it was really pretty. It had a nice pool with pretty flowers and this patio. And this is us eating at this restaurant. This is the Mineshaft restaurant, and we thought it's actually part of the hotel, and we thought it was just going to be kind of gross, greasy pizza, but it was so good. We've been raving about it since then. So this is the bar there, like right next to the patio. I just thought it looked really cool, and you can see the mountains in the background. And then we stopped the next day on our way home. We stopped by the petrified forest in Arizona, and I got a postcard and a stamp. This is us in the park, and there's some petrified wood, so it just looks like a rock made out of wood. And then I was so happy to be home, because I had been gone for a month. So I was like, yes, we made it home to Arizona. So I had to take pictures. This is actually out of the windshield of the car, so you can actually kind of see like bug splatters all over the car. Thought that was funny. And just more, you can kind of see them there too. But just very happy to be home. And at the very end, I took all the extra stuff and just cut it up and put it in these 2x2 pockets, just general random things from our trip. So like a little map from the Stanley Hotel. We ate lots of Chiba Hut subs while we were there, because it was like a quick, easy thing to pick up. We got saltwater taffy from this Ray's Colorado Nut Company, and he had really good jerky, so we had jerky. Just different things from the petrified forest, from our hotel, parking passes in Breckenridge, there's crepe stuff, and then we had lots of herbal tea while we were in Colorado, because it was cold to us, and just more like stamps from Canyon de Chile, and that's it. So I hope you enjoyed this album, and let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.